So my peeps, Joshua Smith here with another weekly episode of Leveling Up. Every single week I come at you with ways that I'm leveling up in my world, things that I've had to overcome, things that I'm currently doing to help me take it to the next level. So today I just want to go ahead and jump right into the content, you guys. So today I want to talk to you guys about the power of gratitude and the importance of being grateful as you're leveling up. So those of you that are choosing to level up, right? We're drivers, dude. Like, we're hardcore drivers, we're hardcore pushers. It's very difficult for us to be satisfied. But there's a big difference between being satisfied and being grateful. Like, I'm never satisfied, you know, right? Dude, like, I might hit a goal and then I'm like, okay, that was dope. Now what's next? Like, I celebrate maybe for 30 seconds. And then people are like, well, dude, what's the fun in that? It's not hitting the goal that's the fun part. I mean, that's like the reward, the you know, kind of, like I said, 30-second celebration, the reward. The fun part's the process. You get addicted to the process. You love the process of creation, creating success, or creating a new company, or creating a new product. That's what you learn to fall in love with. And that's where you just love day by day what you're doing, right? You love the challenges. You love, you know, when things are going good. You even love when things are going bad, which sounds twisted, you know. But there is a point where we also have to learn to be grateful, because otherwise, man, you can drive yourself freaking nuts, right? So how do you do that? How do you, when you're never satisfied, when you're pushing like crazy, how do you become grateful? Well, what I recommend you guys is just take a pause throughout the day. You know, I have two different times throughout the day. One, I have like a morning routine, and then I have an afternoon routine. In my morning routine, I just think about the things that I'm grateful for in my life. You know, my relationship with my wife, relationship with my kids, relationship with my parents, relationships with all my great friends out there, the amazing people that I do have in my businesses, the amazing mentors and coaches that I have. You know, because it's so easy to be focused on the things that we're not satisfied with, the things that are kind of like pissing us off, that are driving us to the next level. But we've got to also learn at the same time to be grateful for the amazing things that we do have going on in our world. And it doesn't take a long time, you guys, but if we're only focused on the negativity, this shit will drive you crazy. You know, and again, it's like this hardcore balance, if you will. And you know that I hate the word balance, right? But in this aspect of life, I feel like it exists, right? Of, okay, well, how do I keep driving, right? Don't get comfortable. I keep choosing to level up. You know, good becomes worse enemy of greatness. It's something that we talk about all the time here on the podcast. You know, so how do I keep that characteristic within me and alive, which I think is a brilliant characteristic to have. I don't know any uber successful person that doesn't have that driving characteristic. Well, how do we keep that alive with, at the same time, being grateful for what we have? And you have to be intentional about it, right? You need to take time every single day. So in the morning and in the afternoon, I spend, and it only takes a few minutes, right? So when I'm doing my journaling, in the morning I do more of a, hey, this life just existed for 24 hours. It's kind of overall life. What I learned? How did I grow in an overall big picture? And then in the afternoon, in the evening, it's more tactical. Here's what I got done today. How can I improve? What did I learn? How can I get more effective? How can I get more efficient? But at both those periods, and it's only about 5 or 10 minutes each time that I take that break, I'm also naming things that I'm grateful for. You know, it's like, okay, like if let's just talk about relationships. You know, right? All relationships have their good and their bad. Like, I know I do shit that drives my wife crazy all day long. I'm sure of it, right? Believe me, she lets me know too, you know, right? However, dude, if all she did was focus on the negatives about me, our relationship would go negative. And same thing, you know, right? There's things that she does that's amazing. There's things that she does that drives me crazy too. But if I focused on the things that just drove me crazy, if I only focused on the negatives and didn't take time to focus on the things that are amazing about her and that I love about her and that I appreciate about her and that I'm grateful for about her, then my relationship and my thought process about the relationship would all be negative. The same way about our business, you know, right? Like, you might have, and this happens to me all the time, right? And I have to catch myself, right? Because we all kind of get sucked back into it. It's not like we start these new routines and now all of a sudden we're just changed people. We all kind of go back into our old patterns. We just have to be aware of it and get refocused. And then this is something that recently happened to me. In one of my companies, I've got some things that aren't going right. You know, right? There's a couple problematic issues. You know, a couple problematic things going on with a couple people, if you will. You know, right? And it's so easy to let that consume us, whether it's people inside your business, whether it's you know, clients. Let's say if you're a real estate agent watching this, maybe you have 10 current listings right now, you know, right? And 2 of them are a massive pain in your damn ass, right? They're calling you, they're screaming, they're blowing you up, they're consuming all your time. It's such a massive headache where you're like, screw this, I'm ready to just get out of this business. But the other 8 are brilliant. You know, right? The other 8 are amazing. Well, what can happen is we can let those 2 consume our world, consume our thoughts, and make it to the point where we want to leave this business when we have these 8 that are absolutely brilliant, that are absolutely amazing, that we've lost sight on, lost focus on. So what I want to do every single day is, as I start focusing on the negativity, or those 2 that are just driving me freaking crazy, now I need to take some time and realize how blessed and grateful I am for these 8 amazing, clients or employees or whatever that may be in my life, or like I said, even whether it's a relationship that you're in, whatever it may be grateful for those things. You can always find things that you're grateful for. Sometimes you're like, oh shit, well, I don't know what to be grateful for, man. My life's just going so horrible. I don't know what to be grateful for. Well, every time you take a breath of air in, dude, it fills your lungs and it gives you life, right? So be grateful for that. I mean, just start with the small shit and just start taking time every single day, just taking a pause for a couple minutes and start writing out and naming the things that you're grateful for. And then translate that, not just from life, but from your overall life, to your relationships, to your family members, to your businesses, so that way you can not stay focused on the negativity. And again, when we're these drivers that are never satisfied, it's easy to go down that path unless we consciously and intentionally make sure that we're pausing to show the gratitude that we have for all the amazing things that are going good in our lives. So take that pause, you guys. It will tremendously help you as you're leveling up, because your mind's going to be focused, your mind's going to be shifted. You're not going to focus on those 2 negative clients that consume your freaking life. Once you start learning to be grateful for those other 8 and taking time to pause on those other 8, holy shit, your attitude totally shifts and totally changes, and it allows you to accomplish more. It's going to allow you to push harder. You're going to have more energy, positive energy, mental energy, physical energy. All of it is going to be that much more. It's going to allow you to level up that much higher inside your life. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Leveling Up. Make sure to take those 2 pauses a day, showing, writing down and naming the things that you're grateful for in this world. Keep kicking ass. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.